All right, guys, welcome back. We have quite an episode for you guys. When I say we, I mean me. And hopefully, no one dies this episode with rituals and whatnot. Wish you all the best of luck.
Hmm.
May,
Thanks.
may the odds be in your favor.
I would prefer not to die, thank you.
I will say that if Tendie dies, we're all probably gonna boycott and leave.
We'll spend the rest of the campaign resurrecting Tendie.
My
Yeah,
God, can you imagine Necromancer team?
I kind of love that.
Necro Squad. All right, so you guys have someone want to recap while I get things pulled up here. What happened last time? Because last time recording didn't actually work because I, again, while maybe smart with technology, am bad in every other aspect.
Last
Well-
time on Midgard. Go ahead, if you want.
No, I was just gonna say, he's smart with technology and yet not smart with technology was the joke I was gonna make. Please continue, my love.
Last time on Midgard. Harsh convinced the Littles that they were going to go to the brothel. There was a fight that ensued because nobody listens to me.
This seems biased.
I'm sorry, are you giving the recap?
No, carry on.
Tendie could give recap. Tendie,
Tendie
not
give
biased.
recap.
No, that's fine. I got it. Sit down. Look
Is
it up.
Prudence sure?
Oh no, I'm sure.
Tendie
We all-
sits down with popcorn.
We all got in a fight. Prudence was thrown and didn't quite make it.
Mhm.
We all managed to run outside with our tails in between our legs.
Mm,
I don't have a tail.
Tendie does not think Tendie's tail is between Tendie's legs.
It's proverbial. After that, of course, I got into it with Harsh. And we went to the bathhouse, and that's where I got into it with Harsh.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got into it with Hosh every single time we stopped.
I mean, he provokes me.
Mhm.
We often removed his bandage, and we all learned that he's suffering from some sort of ailment from his godfather.
I removed the bandage.
I removed the bandage.
Thank you. There's no need to lie to the good people.
Prudence tried to heal it, and it came back. And then I convinced Tosh to shoot an arrow off my head because I was trying to make a point.
You're trying
Yes.
to get shot.
I suppose so was he, because he missed. But Tendie saved me in the nick of time.
Now look at that beautiful, sweet, sexy boy with such a big brain encased inside those big horns.
that where
Hush's
sh-
brain is in horns?
Is that where you guys keep it?
I could have it like this. I could have it like that.
Prudence forgets. Hush told everyone many things about maybe trading food or magical items and needing to be of certain social standing to speak to Queen.
Very.
Oh, that's
very good.
right. We should go buy some potions of understanding other languages.
Oh yes,
It wasn't potions of understanding other languages.
item.
It was
Tendie has helmet.
It was a helm of comprehend languages.
Mhm.
Are
And
there also
we
potions?
That's a great question. I'll look.
there
and
is
see.
one because we got one in the goblin, the dwarf place that we went
Trainder.
to. Yeah, at the very beginning we got one of those.
Okay.
And we didn't know what to do with it, so we sold it.
Okay. Well then, you know who does have it then, if she hasn't already sold it.
Ileana.
Ileana!
It was a scroll.
I love Ileana.
Oh yes, scroll.
I think it was a squirrel too.
Yeah,
I
it's
also believe it was a
because
scroll.
the spell is comprehend languages, so it being a spell is more probably the case than is a potion.
Oh, Tendie has one more thing.
What is
Yes.
it, love?
Nothing. Do not be listening.
You don't want me. Oh,
No listening.
They didn't hear that. Still couldn't hear it. You're whispering to Poppy. Too quiet.
Poppy. Yeah. Tendie has something to tell Poppy. Okay. About Victor. Later.
Okay. Prudence will never fucking know.
why? Why?
What's gonna happen is Teddy is gonna tell Poppy and force Poppy to do some kind of fake contract where Poppy can never tell. Okay.
Why doesn't Prudence get to know?
Prudence has Leofston already, and Tendy ships that shit, and Tendy refuses to have Prudence share.
Fair enough. Okay.
Does it have to be romantic? It can be friendship.
That would have
It is
intimidated him
friendship.
anyway.
Sexy friendship.
Fucking Leofston would just stare at him, and he'd like wet himself.
It's not gonna
Amazing.
have.
All right. Well, can someone? I think we covered last session fairly well. Hosh, displayed his prowess of being trusted only 66 to 75, depending on who you are, percent. Of
Math is hard.
of leading the group on the Shadow Roads. But I want to ask you guys, because I'm trying to remember, is it the same day that we are starting this next couple scenes, or is it the following day? And how many days are left?
We went to the sultry place at night, and then we went to the bathhouse right after. So
Yes.
it was pretty late. So we probably retired. So it'd be the morning.
So we did
think-
bathhouse, and then after the bathhouse, we went to sleep. We woke up, and then the arrow thing happened.
Yes.
And then we
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
immediately after the arrow thing. This day that we're in right now is the last day before we get our clothes.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and start the morning of. You guys had managed to rest up. Hosh going to his place of where he is currently staying and paying for. And we'll assume that you have done certain things, that during the morning that you normally would. For those who cast spells, perhaps maybe preparing them if they need to. But you guys meet up probably mid-morning, somewhere around 9, 8 or 9. You guys tell me, where do you meet up?
The mess hall, maybe?
Okay.
Are we talking the morning? I'm confused. The morning that we last did, where Haas shot the apple.
Right.
We were already all together in the center area.
Right. So, and Hosh left. So I'm giving you the option. I mean, I can force you guys to be all in the common courtyard, but I'm giving you the option because that way I'm not forcing you to do things that you don't want to do.
Well,
We
that's
can meet up in the hall.
I mean,
Do you guys all want to meet up at the hall? Or do
okay,
you
so
wanna...
you all are crammed in
wanna
the
go-
you're
okay.
crammed into the female bathroom stall at the Drengskapper.
Wow.
Hmm.
It
I heard
smells
there's a ghost that hangs out here.
It smells terrible. It is a 5-foot area that is about 20 feet tall, and it smells like flowers and shit.
We need to talk to my God, why am I forgetting? Beckett, thank you. my brain shut off again. We need to talk to Becca about getting some better like some Febreze, and also maybe getting rid of this whole female and then male bathrooms. We should have gender inclusive. Candy does not understand bathroom situation.
He often leaves the bathroom.
We should go to the mess hall like what we said originally, but for some reason we're in here and I missed that part. Tendie was confused. Tendie heard mess and sorry.
What if instead we were in the courtyard and we just go see Eliana to see if she has the scroll?
That makes more sense. Let's go do
Yeah.
that.
Do you guys like that better?
Sure.
Ileana.
Sure.
Okay.
So you all meet at the quartermaster's shop, essentially.
Quarters, you might say.
The quartermaster's quarters. Sure enough, Ileana is there. She is doing kind of a... she is checking inventory of a couple of crates. Small, probably about torso height. A couple of them that are piled on the counter. And she's got a list, and she's checking it twice, making sure that whatever's inside is either naughty or nice.
You seem rather jolly today, Ileana.
Oh, I mean, it's not different than any other day. What can I do for you? I haven't seen you all in so long.
It's been quite a while since we came home, and it seems the second we stepped into Zobeck, we were into more business. It is good to see you. She approaches her bench or wherever she's at. We wanted to see if you still had some of the inventory from our past adventures, or if you had sold it. We're looking for a scroll of comprehend languages, I believe we gave you.
Okay, let me take a look here. Do you remember where you had happened to find this item?
At the
Blind
drink scrapper.
scrapper.
Drink scrap.
Castle.
Oh,
Isn't Drink Scrapper where we live?
Yes.
Yes.
Never mind.
Free under.
I
Free
remembered.
I said it right before.
Citadel Freyunder. Yes. I have this list right here. One moment. Okay. Yeah. I have here a scroll of comprehend languages. You're wanting to purchase it back?
Yes, ma'am, if you do not mind. And if
Not at
you
all.
happen to have any of the scrolls, we would take them as well.
That might take me a second. I have them cataloged currently by the place, the location. One thing that I've quickly learned about having so many groups here in the Drengskapper, all of these different adventuring parties, if you will, is that no one really seems to keep track really well of where... if there was a me in every adventuring party, then maybe things would go smoother.
Well, I
but-
mean, there is a me though, and I have where everything is and what everything is too. So
Bless you, we need to talk
I-
more. We need to talk
I
a
am
lot more.
the magic and coin ledger person. So the treasurer. If
Perfect.
you have any questions, ask me.
I could train you on being a really good quartermaster in case I go on vacation and you don't have anything you want to do saving the world.
I would love to be the quartermaster for Beckett.
I don't know how we'd fare without you. You're invaluable.
Can I be in two places at once?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Poppy
I can.
Yes.
I've been able to multiple times.
Tendie is immediately so excited.
Okay, well, the scroll of comprehend languages is 120 gold. Let me look at these other scrolls that I have here. Do you know what you're looking for? Is it like a scroll for a cantrip? Do you know if it's a first level scroll from a spell, or second level, third level? If you have to be a little more specific, unfortunately.
Is it a scroll?
Prudence looks a little lost when it comes to all this magic talk, and looks over at like Poppy and Tendie. This is probably more of your area. And we would probably only need 2 total, maybe 3. Actually, no, 2 or 3. Yes.
Of the comprehend languages?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me offer you a bit of advice. So 3 of these scrolls, which are one-time use scrolls only, you cast them. They are in effect for as long as they're supposed to, and then they fade away. In order to do it again, you'd have to use another scroll. Each scroll is 120 gold. So mathematically, this is not in your favor. Instead, to try to find a helm or helmet of comprehend languages.
Tendie is slowly putting the helmet on.
which
I
is
mean,
like
we
the one
already.
that Tendie has right there. It's 500 gold, and that would be able to do infinitely the amount. I think with some restrictions of daily, but I mean, in the long run, if you're looking to save money,
Does it let me speak languages, or does it just let me understand languages?
so comprehend languages. If we look that up as a spell,
I believe it's just to understand and not to speak.
there apparently is a potion of comprehension. It's just not called comprehend languages, and that's from a book. Waterdeep book that I do not have. Comprehend languages is that for an hour you understand the meaning, literal meaning of any spoken language and written language, but you must be touching the surface that where it's written. It does not let you speak that language.
Well, that's not helpful.
It. Oh, okay.
I somehow don't have that in my inventory.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm getting mixed messages. I don't know
Yes.
what to
Yeah.
do. The helm. If I don't want to wear it all the time, can I just like pop it on whenever I need to use it? Or is it one of those things I have to attune to and have it on constantly to be able to understand people?
Well, so the thing about helms or items that require attunement. First off, you can only attune to up to 3 items at once, unless you're an artificer, and then you get a little special treatment. But besides this, the Helm of Comprehend Languages does not require attunement, I believe.
So I can just pop it on whenever I need to use it.
Correct.
Will it mess with my armor class?
No.
Okay.
It does not provide armor, therefore it will not mess with your armor
Oh, cool.
class.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
I
Okay,
feel like
so-
we had a problem of finding more than one. I think that was what the issue was.
Okay, so Tendie has a helm, so they can understand. The Sin can understand Elvish. So it's really just Prudence, Leoxton, and Poppy that are kind of out here.
Oh wow,
So
completely forget about Harsh, I see.
you understand Elvish? Shut up! Why you're not even here? Where did
Oh,
you come from?
My ears were ringing and I decided to teleport here immediately. I knew you were talking
He
shit.
doesn't even go here.
Hush can teleport?
You saw me teleport, but no, I'm not wasting the spell on her. So
You
I just
already wasted multiple spells on her during a thing where you were trying to shoot an arrow. Spell wasting was very cool.
yes, we should all waste our spells. We
And
should
be
all.
so supportive.
I already do. Anyway, we should move on.
I keep imagining we're in the middle of like a conversation with the queen, and then we're like, oh, hold up, and then put on this stupid looking helm. Just
No.
in the middle.
The thing you guys were wanting to do, which I said, okay, let me know what design you want for next time, that didn't happen, was you wanted to design it differently than the helm actually looks. There were 3 that were available. You bought 1, so there were at least 2 more that were available, and everyone pitched a fit over how they looked, and nobody gave me a design, and if you want it for the price that it is, it looks the way that it does, and nobody gave me a design differently.
Can I make it a circlet?
Can you make it just a circlet?
Yeah, visually. Can I make it a transparent PNG and the PNG is a circlet? If that's the case, then I have a design.
It will not. No. If you
It
want
has
to
to
make
be a helmet?
if you want it to be a circlet, that's fine, but nobody in a week's time had provided me with the design for me to then tell you what the difference would be price-wise.
You said you and I were going to talk about it,
And
and we didn't talk about it.
I'm only
Here.
one half of that conversation.
It's so crazy.
Here-
You're still one half of that discussion.
Hear me out.
Yes.
We may be able to buy a helm for 500 gold, but that's only going to help one person. If we all get comprehend languages as scrolls or potions, then all 3 of us will be able to understand.
I thought Tendie already has the helm.
Ileana interrupts again, and actually Hosh sort of raises his actually.
Why are you here? You
'Cause
said you left.
you're making so much noise. He walked in the gates and immediately knew where you guys were, to the right.
Oh my god.
Ileana goes, again, I want to stress, scrolls typically can be read by those who have the ability to cast that spell.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yes, unless you have been taking some courses at the Collegium, Prudence, I don't know if you'd be able to read. No effect. I know you know how to read.
There's no offense taken, Ileana.
Good.
I take
Well,
offense.
well, I only say that because Sergeant doesn't know how to read. I had to read something that he got in the mail
Oh, no, he doesn't read.
the other day, and he ended up there was some on hold tax money from Zobeck that they wanted to clear up and give to him since he changed positions. His retirement with the Iron Guard, he got a stipend or something.
I love that so much.
Leosin leans over to Prudence and whispers, he's probably just trying to get an excuse to talk to her.
Oh my god, you think so?
Mm.
Leosin, I've forgotten how to read looking at your face.
He just smirks.
But
Saying that he makes you more dumb?
Yeah.
could say
I'm
that.
saying that it is going to be quite hard. You'll have scrolls, but only a few would be able to use them. I don't know who though.
Okay, follow-up question. If
Yes.
somebody can read the scroll, can they cast it on somebody else?
That's another great question. Perhaps you would ask a more magically inclined person, but normally the spell, I believe, and she's like looking over at Hosh as he's kind of like leading her through and mouthing words, is a range. You can only cast it on yourself.
Oh, understood. Okay, that makes total sense.
It does
I
to me too,
suppose-
as a magic caster. Absolutely, I get it.
suppose... I wish that all of us could understand what is happening. I suppose two out of all of us is fine.
Prudence looks at everybody, can't count.
Well, but by your math, if Tendie already has the helm, then 3 of you can be able to.
Who's the third person?
Look, I'm really good at lists, and I thought I was good at math, but now you have me second guessing.
Oh, Prudence does not like Hush. Prudence is teasing.
Hosh, where did you come from? Why are you here?
Oh yeah, I don't believe we've met. I'm Ilyana. I'm the quartermaster for the Drengscalper.
I'm not going to stay much longer.
I'm obliged to make your acquaintance, Ilyana.
She's
No.
engaged!
Leosin
say to
sighs.
everyone.
I can be respectful to people. I don't know why you're all judging me. You simply are in a position capable of being able to provide them with good information and knowledge and items that they perhaps maybe have. I think you said sold
Look.
back to you.
Look, give me the cannon that you're arrow ace, and I won't make these presumptions anymore, okay?
Well,
Assumptions.
we're jumping to conclusions. I think what she means to say is yes. Prudence doesn't like me. Tendie is correct.
Tendie's tail wags.
So, the scrolls seem like not a good idea, but do you have any... you don't know where I'm going. You don't know where I'm going yet. Do you have any interesting magical items from the other group? Anything particularly interesting, fascinating, not that expensive?
Right. Well, I'm sure that if you were to have probably brought this to someone's attention within enough time, rather than when we're actually playing in a session, they would be quite capable of having a list, quite comprehensive, of the last 6 months or so of adventures that all of the various groups have done and the items that they've brought back.
Hosh is leaking into his voice. Do you hear that? Poor Ileana.
And if Angie can shut her mouth for a second, I will have a list, but I will not have it now.
Okay.
She will mention though that if you do manage to find an alchemist, maybe they might have or could create a potion that is of like that nature, which would not require a scroll, would not require the ability to read magic, wouldn't require to have such a delightfully creepy looking helmet on.
Mm.
But I want to urge you that you probably won't have it be permanent. It's going to it will last however long I think the spell lasts.
Not even a helmet's permanent, Ileana.
Right, but you could use the helmet over and over again. I mean, look, I'm not saying potions are worse. They're more discreet, that's for sure. But as a quartermaster who deals in the procurement and selling of items, these magic items are something else.
I was more so trying to consider a gift of some sort to the place we are going to, not necessarily continuation of. Oh, so much
Sorry,
better.
I'm late.
Oh, you weren't here the whole time?
What did I miss? I was finishing up eating.
1 second. Don't answer yet. I need to roll to see how stupid Tendie's gonna be. Oh God!
Dear.
Tendie turns to Sin and goes,
Oh, Sin, Tendie and Friends is asking Ileana if Ileana has any magical items that Tendie and Friends can bring to the Fey Queen in the Feywild.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I didn't even think about it.
You're going to the Feywild?
I'm so sorry.
Leofton very slowly turns and looks at Tendie.
Well, hold on,
Tendie's
Leofton.
ears slowly go down in
Leofton,
fear.
do not shame Tendie. I don't care where you go. I just think it's interesting.
Well, I'm from the Feywild, so I don't think it's that weird that we'd be going.
She looks over
We
to
just
Tendie.
don't want the information to get out because we don't want it to get ahead of us, is all.
Of course, she looks over at Tendie. Does this mean man do this often to you?
Leofton very slowly looks into Liliana.
Tendie looks even more scared now.
You know that
Tendie is making the "I love you, Kelly, so much. You know I don't mean it this way," but Tendie is absolutely making the blink twice if you need help face.
you know that there
Sometimes.
is an article inside of the agreement for the guild about retribution.
I'm not doing
Oh,
anything.
is there?
Prudence.
Yes.
What? What? What did I say, Poppy? I'm just showing my interest in what Ileana has to say.
I've designed
Just
the
your
helmet.
tone.
What did Poppy say?
It's just your tone.
This is very awkward. I'll have a list for you this afternoon. I'll just need to compile all the locations that they have gone to, and I will at least have it down in paper. I'll hire one of my interns to jot them down.
I keep
Okay.
trying to tell people that things only become awkward once they say, this is awkward. But, you know, we appreciate you a lot.
Prudence starts ushering everybody out, and she calls behind her shoulder. Thank you, Ileana, for your advice. We will probably go see an alchemist.
Hush.
Tendie does not understand. Tendie cannot be mad at Ileana. Tendie likes
Hosh stays.
I-
Hosh stays inside, by the way.
She's not ushering him.
Tendie peeks their head in to make sure that Hosh is not flirting with Ileana.
But I want to watch Jordan flirt with himself.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm
We
listening
can
in on this conversation.
No, we
Yes.
can bring in Sergeant, and they can flirt with each other. And Hosh can leave.
But what if Hosh flirts with Sergeant? We don't know which way he goes yet.
Oh.
He goes all the ways.
Oh my God! Wait, but what if?
But I just
What
want
if
him to go to
Ileana,
hell.
Sergeant, Hosh, Polly?
Yes.
This was not the throuple I was thinking of.
This is
What
so far
throuple
from
were
my
you
arrow
thinking
ace.
of?
Don't worry about that.
Skylar's like, God, I want to die.
This isn't the representation I was asking for.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Prudence notices Tendie's ears shifting over to keep listening, so she stops. Go ahead. But you have to tell me what they say.
Tendie is so good at that.
Tendie leaves to go back.
Before I go, I did have one request. If you have it, I don't know if you would keep this or not. But do you have any beer, ale, mead, or wine that was brought back?
Whiskey.
Yeah, I believe probably most of the food and drink before it goes bad is essentially handed over to Beckett. And well, not just Beckett, but as far as for everyone to be able to partake in for free as perks of being a guild member.
Okay. So I need to speak to Beckett.
I didn't know there was an open bar.
It's in the contract. I don't know what to tell you.
Prudence says that, and we all have our heads in the doorway listening.
No, she goes, yeah, no, you don't even have to speak with him. It's in the mess hall. There are like barrels. Most of them are lined up against one of the walls, unless you
Dang
prefer
it, I've been
something.
hiding that.
Let's drink
Okay.
mimosas.
I need to be able to carry it, I guess.
Well, you could get a jug. Most gallon containers are about 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
Liquid goes in a
anything-
container, Ileana says.
I guess I'm making a trip to the market before we continue on.
Oh.
I'll go run and do that.
If you need a jug, I have a jug you can buy for 2 silver. No need to go
Oh.
to the market.
Okay. Then I will take. I think I'll take 5.
5
Will you buy me one too?
5 jugs.
Yes, 5 jugs.
All right.
How big are the jugs? Guess I should.
They hold a gallon of liquid each.
That's a fair bit. Then probably just 2 then.
Tendie is standing in the doorway looking at Ileana and making this face.
Okay, they're 2 copper apiece, so it's going to be 8 copper.
Prudence
Okay.
wants to buy one too. He's gonna fill up for the trip.
We're gonna be bringing these giant barrels, carrying them on our backs, just alcohol, all the way through the Feywild.
It's just 2 gallons of
I
alcohol.
just want one little gallon. I'm gonna give it to somebody.
And Sin needs it for his amulet.
So, 8 gold is almost a silver. So it's going to be, you're going to go from 9 silver down to 8, and you're going to gain 2 copper. I'm sorry, 6 copper. So it's 4 copper pieces for 2 jugs. Prudence, you said you wanted one as well?
Yeah, and then she'll just give Ileana the rest as a tip.
What are you giving? How much are you giving to her?
How much is I don't know.
It's
Don't make me do that.
it's 2 copper. I've already done the math on your character sheet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This would be great if we did before the session, but I understand.
This is roleplay. We didn't know we wanted jugs until the roleplay. Okay, we buy our jugs and then we go to the hall. Wait, no, wait. Tendie wants to listen to Hosh and Ileana first.
Is that true? Okay, so you guys finally get ushered out, and Hosh stays. And he kind of leans over to Ileana and goes, you know, if you need somebody to write something down, I do not mind. I write in my spell book quite often, so I'm not affiliated with the guild. If that's a problem, I can certainly leave. And she goes, oh no, if you're with them, going to the Feywild, then I suppose I can go ahead and start reading you off the list. If you want to grab a paper and pen, he goes, I already have it. He pulls it out, a piece of paper, and looks for an inkwell.
What is the list for? She had mentioned that she was writing this list, but what did she say it was for?
Because you guys were like, I want to know every magical item that has been procured by all of the groups since the dawn of the drink
Tendie's gonna walk into the room and gently, like they're not sure if they can do this or not, but they're just gonna do it anyway. They're gently gonna grab Hosh's hand and just start pulling and go,
Thank Ileana for Ileana's help. Bye.
Oh, okay. Well, you can keep the pen and the paper, I suppose. What? Ileana goes, I didn't really want to write things down, but okay. Thanks.
Thanks for nothing.
Tendie is helping
You know-
Ileana keep weird boys away.
If that's at least if it's the span between the times I've seen you is equally as long, I think I'll have enough time to recuperate. All right, now where are you going?
The mess hall.
You're there.
Why are we going to the mess
It's
hall?
a hall.
We didn't go there yet.
It is a hall. There are some folks, typical hands, and people who keep the Drengskapper clean, are enjoying a hearty breakfast. A couple of dogs fighting over bits of bacon, fat, and sausage links that are being tossed under the tables. Cats who are hanging around lapping at tiny trays of milk. Not a cornucopia of animals, but enough. And then you hear the occasional off-screen screech from Heather.
Aww.
And then you see it plain as day, there on the side of the wall, barrels stacked on top of barrels. Someone, in fact, just finishes filling up a frothy brew. It is not cold, but you see one of their compatriots comes by and channels a chill touch spell on the bottom of the
Oh, that's
mug
dope.
and makes it all nice and frosty.
Are there different kinds of ales, or is it just like one sort of kind, or is it just all the different kinds that have come from all the adventures?
There are a couple of different kinds. They have different labels on them.
Is there anything from the north?
From the north?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, there are a couple. There are different categories and sections. The biggest section, of course, is the ale. But there is ales, wines, meads, ciders, and spirits.
I'm going towards the ale.
Sin is going to definitely fill up on wine.
Okay. Sounds good.
Especially if it's a fruity wine.
So let's start with ales, at least.
Ale from the north specifically.
From the north, you can see a northern brown and a chill bear saison. Those are the two you would at least see what is could possibly be northern. Someone comes up and goes, "Oh, you're trying to be a bit of a ale connoisseur, hey?"
You could say that. It's more for someone else.
Oh,
Have you tried these?
oh, he walks away. Well, you're not interested in ale, and then just
No,
leaves.
no, wait, come back, come back. Perhaps I'll...
Waves you away.
Damn it. She puts her finger under the spout and takes a sip of the one that says north on it.
A sip off of your finger? Where have your fingers been?
It's not. It's just gonna fall on her finger, and she's gonna take a little drink, a little taste.
Little.
I want to know which one's stronger.
Which one is stronger?
It tastes stronger.
I think the northern brown.
Okay, she'll fill up her jug with that, and then she'll go back to the offstone. And she holds the jug up to him. Is this to your liking?
He grins and nods.
You're not even gonna taste it.
Oh.
He grins and nods.
Yeah.
Prudence, take the hint.
Leof said, like, when she says that, he's like, oh, alright. And, like, takes the jug and starts drinking it. Takes, like, a few long gulps. Tosses it back to her.
Okay. It has big hints of coffee bean and almonds.
It's good.
That sounds really yummy.
It isn't that. It is not bad. I've tried it myself in my head. Sin. Sin, you said you were looking for wines.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular preference of a type?
Sin, he's looking for wine. He's got a sweet tooth. So whatever is the sweetest wine, that's what he wants.
The sweetest?
Yeah.
Man, now I gotta ask. Actual winos, what is sweeter between a Pinot Noir, Cabernet, Merlot, Malbec, Shiraz,
Shiraz, I think.
Merlot?
rice
Merlot
wine?
is real fucking sweet, but I think a Shiraz is a little. Well, it's drier, but it's like a dry sweet, I think.
Okay.
Please hold, I'm looking. Riesling,
A port is
Zinfandel,
the sweetest.
Okay. Well,
Rosé is also sweet.
sure. Oh, wait, you said Shiraz or Merlot.
A port is a very sweet dessert wine.
There's no port.
Oh. Uh, Merlot would be the next sweetest then.
Merlot. There's Savage Velvet, and then or there's also an Autumn Moon Shiraz. Both are from the local wineries that are south of Zobeck.
You said it was a what moon Shiraz?
Autumn Moon.
Okay, he'll take the autumn moon Shiraz.
This is
And that's the one jug. The second jug, he's going to go for a mead.
okay.
And he's not picky on that one.
The meads themselves are local meaderies. You've got Songbird Mead, Alabaster Mead, Reaper Mead, Musk Mead, and Grey Owl Mead.
Oh, he's going to go for the Grey Owl mead.
And these are all like these aren't looted from other places. The ales probably more so, or perhaps maybe the spirits, but like wines. So you've been in Zobeck long enough to know that there's wineries down south, just outside of the city walls. Meaderies, some of them are interplaced in between various districts. So these clearly have been marketed to, or have at least presented their ability to let Beckett perhaps maybe work a deal with them to have them provided to the Drengskapper.
Heads up, this is canon. Tendie went to the open free bar and got Shirley Temples for herself, Poppy, and Hosh. If they're all gonna have cool drinks, Tendie also wants cool drinks.
Okay.
They are non-alcoholic, of course.
I mean, there's if you want a tarragon punch, you could. That's an apple, kind of a dry apple cider.
I love
Or
cider.
we can do Shirley
Shirley
Temples.
Temple.
Okay.
So you guys are making me want to drink right now.
Dog, same. I'm kind of staring at our pantry.
Fucking yeah, it's a holiday weekend. I'm having a drink. Why not?
I have work tomorrow.
So do I. I don't care.
I'm just gonna eat these Twinkies and pretend it's a Shirley Temple.
Never mind. I'm gonna save it for Friday.
Oh.
What's on Friday?
For plane shift?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
The wrinkles.
Okay. So y'all get drinks. It's a great time. Shirley Temples, Hosh, thanks you. Although he isn't thirsty, he sips at it.
Unless there's somebody here that we know, I think we'll probably head out to go see an alchemist.
Okay. There's nobody here you know.
Could you just say, like, whether we're successful or not at the alchemist? That way, I mean, if nobody wants to roleplay,
Yeah,
we
that's
can
fine.
just-
Well, I'll tell you what. I need a show of ones in the voice chat if you want to just let you know if you're successful or not. Or if you don't put a 1, I'm assuming you probably want to roleplay that session. Okay, that's definitely a majority already. Yes, you are capable of being able to purchase potions of comprehend languages. The thing to consider would be the cost.
Do we want one for each of us that can't understand Elvish?
Sounds good, but how long do they last?
There, you are told that it is up to an hour.
I
And how
think
much are they?
Well, that's what we're gonna learn today. Potion crafting for 5th edition. So the spell Comprehend Languages is a first level spell. So therefore, let's see here. Potion crafting, first level spell. Perfect. All right. So in order for you to be able to, so normally, I think what a potion of heal or potion of healing is 50 gold. So comprehend languages would be 200 gold for a first level spell in the form of a potion.
I will take one at least. And then Prudence will cover for somebody else if she needs to.
Austin will buy his own.
So that would leave Poppy. Do you want to rely on the rest of the group, or do you want to buy your own potion for an emergency?
I think Poppy will buy her own.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did you say it was? 300?
2.
200.
They're 200 apiece. They will be available. You're going to need to say the amount because they're
We are
not
buying 3.
Okay. They will be ready by tomorrow morning.
Okay. Can I take it out of my gold right now?
I have already taken out of mine.
So then just take out however many you have out of your own particular gold.
Alright, I subtracted the cost. Okay, so with that taken care of, we have at least 3 emergency potions, and then Hosh, Sin, and Tendie will take care of the majority of the talking in the meantime, is what I'm thinking.
Listening, we can't speak. Hosh and Sin will have to do the talking.
Okay. I guess then you could be like an interpreter for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have enough supplies, right? Like, we don't do, like, a supply shit, right, Jordan? Like, do we need to go buy rations or anything? Can we just say that we are good? Because we just have to kill time until nighttime, right?
Yeah, I feel like in the past we've said in the games we don't really worry about rations and stuff because we get it from the guild.
Cool.
Yeah, not when you're in the city, yeah.
Cool.
And then we would wait till tomorrow, but we'd still have one more day till we get our cute outfits.
Oh, right. So we have a day and a half to kill. Is there anything we could think of that could better prepare us? Like, should we go studying or...
Other than waiting for that list from Ileana, because the suggestion of bringing like a gift of some sort seemed like a really good idea to Leof, which is why he asked.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So we could either go check out a store or wait for that list, because I would really hate for her to make that big fuss about writing a list, and then we go find something else, and then we come back and she's like, "Well, what the ding dong."
Well, mechanically, it would be Jordan doing the same amount of work.
Jordan's gonna be mad at me, so.
I love the idea of getting a gift. Anything else that we can think of?
Let me ask this also real quick of you. Who all purchased a potion of comprehension?
Leofston.
Prudence, Austin, and Poppy.
Okay.
Because Tendie has her helm, their helm. Sin just understands Elvish, and Hosh is Hosh.
Gosh dang it. Okay. Son of a...
Is Elvish.
Where did this go? There it is. There is 3 of them. I originally drug it from Prudence to Leofston, but apparently in the chat it says that there was one that was, and then now it changed back. Great. I'll figure it out. Give me a second.
It's fine. Thank you for taking care of it. Prudence addresses Leofs. I really liked your idea of getting a gift. Do you think perhaps we should ask... She slides her eyes over to Hosh. Hosh for advice on what a shadow fae might like.
Leosin's trying not to smile because she's being genuine, but she's finally like, like admitting that maybe Hosh could be of help. That sounds like a very good idea. Go ahead and ask him, and be nice about it.
Oh, I was thinking that perhaps you could do it. I mean, it was your idea after all, and you're just so smart and intelligent, and men.
Andy can do it. Please stop.
No, she.
Teddy's
Sure.
ears have just been pointed towards them this whole time from like across the fucking room.
Does she though?
That's a
Nosy
great
Nelly.
idea, Tendie. Why didn't you go ahead and do it?
Okay.
Thank you.
Tendi needs to wait until the person playing Hash is done making lists, though.
Oh, that's fine. You and I could just talk. Did you know that you are just so cute?
Wait, hold on. Are you thinking that I'm going to make Ilyana's list right now?
No.
No,
Okay. I already distributed the potions of comprehension, so we're good.
The question now is asking Hosh what is an appropriate or what would be an interesting enough gift, unrelated to the list.
I'm following along on that one for sure. So
Hash,
yes, Tendie.
Tendi has questions.
Well, certainly you can ask me any question that you have.
Tendi wants to know, what type of gift does Hash think Fairy Queen would like best? What gift is appropriate for Fae? Tendi does not know enough about Fae except Poppy.
His eyes kind of get wide. I unfortunately don't think I would be the appropriate person to ask for that.
Didn't you suggest we bring a gift of a magical item of some sort? Or is that just a trade along the way?
Yes, to both.
Jordan, can I roll like some sort of perception to see if he's acting sort of weird? Like I'm picking up a vibe from that.
That's called insight.
Okay. Can I?
No, because you said perception.
Oh, God damn it. I'm not the DM.
Yes, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Thank you, dear. I got a 20.
I'm whispering it to you now.
It's a whisper. This is my first whisper I've gotten. It's so exciting.
They feel very good.
The first
The best
whisper, and
part-
it's about Hash.
The best part is when you go and you get to react, and then everyone else is like, "What the fuck happened?"
Secrets.
I got the Victor whisper, which was very good because it was just, I think it was something like, Beckett is looking directly at Prudence as though Prudence was very recently being discussed.
I hate that Tendy's not telling her.
Listen, the cat is not perfect.
Shut up, the cat's perfect.
You guys see like Prudence like kind of narrow her eyes at Hosh, not like in an angry way, like in a focused sort of way, and then she just sort of and shrugs.
Yeah.
Not in an aggressive way, I said. Well, perhaps. Are you sure, Hash, that you can't just conjure up some sort of idea? Anything that you probably have experience with would be better than us who have no experience whatsoever.
The best I could do in a roundabout way would be to say that perhaps maybe the Queen Sarastra is very fickle in what she prefers and she is interested in from time to time, which makes gift giving difficult enough as it is, and I don't think that there's anything in the mortal realms that would bring her such enjoyment. No offense to the craftsmen of the mortal realms, I'm sure they do remarkable work.
All right, follow-up question. Is it ruder not to give something because you don't think it will be good enough? Or is it sort of seemed as though it is something that you should do, no matter what?
If it's a matter of asking me personally, I don't give gifts. That is not a thing I feel is reasonable.
Though it is not a faux pas not to bring anything.
I am not everyone, but perhaps maybe the way I think of things is maybe how they, majority of them might. Giving a gift is like. Have you ever seen somebody who's been hobbling down the street on a set of what you call those stand-uppers? They put underneath their armpits and shuffle along down the street. Crutches?
God damn it, don't make him endearing. Stop it.
It is like gift giving is like a crutch. It's you as a individual or as a group don't seem to have enough noteworthiness about them that you have to rely on purchasing something to make up for it. There was a time, and I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but it's like around gift giving season, whichever take your pick. You have your eyes set on a particular thing, you tell everyone about it, and then next thing you know, one of the people you look up to the most perhaps maybe gives you a sheet of paper that says that this certificate is good for one free meal at whatever establishment, and you are definitely disappointed.
Tendie would love this.
Oh, Tendie.
Consider, however, we are mortal going into their realm.
They would likely laugh at anything you give them.
That is sort of Leofston's line of questioning is sort of what I'm getting at. Is it a faux pas not to bring anything? Can we get away with not bringing anything?
You certainly can. Just understand that people are anticipating anyone who manages to come from the mortal realms to the Fey Shadow Courts to at least be capable. And again, I don't know how much chiding and laughing behind your backs and muttering and stares and pointing at you would be your limit before you decide to go berserk and try to kill anyone in the
Prudence.
courts.
After he says that, Prudence sort of rolls her eyes like that's like not a big deal at all. That is something that is quite easy for me to deal with. Do not worry about that.
Managing your anger?
It's only certain people that push my buttons.
Then I shall find equal enjoyment of entertainment while I take you to the Fey Courts. Another great reason to get you there unharmed on the Shadow Roads.
So, not quite answering her question, though. Should we bring a gift or not?
Don't. It's better to not bring a gift than bring a gift, I assure you.
I love how he has the longest fucking answers, and it's just a yes or a no. Like, I hope that character part because I love it.
I know, he's such a great character. I wish Prudence didn't hate him.
Austin nods and kind of looks good. And I suppose we don't need that list from Ileana.
I'll go tell her. And he, starts walking away.
Tendie follows.
Oh, thank gods.
Tendie's mindset is that Tendie isn't sure if they want Hosh to have a list of all the coolest magical shit that we own. Considering that we've seen him steal shit before.
Does Tendie not trust Hosh a little bit?
Oh.
Tendie thinks that morally thieving is not the best idea.
What a juxtaposition from Calliope.
Huge. Oh my god, Tendie and Calliope would not like each other at all. But I think Tendie kind of has the best way to describe it. This is so dumb. Tendie has a crush on Hosh, like a little one. And so Tendie has a mental image of what Hosh is. It is not that. And so Tendie wants to make sure that Hosh doesn't do something that would tarnish his reputation with Tendie.
I love that. I love that so much.
Very good.
So Tendi's gonna follow Hotch?
Yeah, quick wrap up on that. Do you try to do this stealthily or not?
No.
Okay.
Tendie's just following him.
So he knows you're following. So he'll open the door for you, and he'll actually not even step foot inside the quartermaster quarters, and he'll go. I guess the group has decided not to have a list, and she goes, God. And he shuts the door, going, she's quite upset about that, Tendie. Do you want to break this to the group, or would you rather have this sort of hate or shade? Is it what they say?
Do
put
we
on me?
see Sergeant anywhere? I can solve this problem.
No, Sergeant is not here.
Damn it, I can't solve this problem. Can I magic of creation Sergeant here?
Would that be a real sergeant or like a fake one?
I hate the idea that there's a fake one.
You can try.
No, I don't think I will.
Oh, let's do it.
I kind of
Don't
want to see
smile, I kind of hate it. It would just be like a horrible little animated stick figure.
Let's do it.
No, I'm not wasting it.
Have you guys?
Oh, Tendie will,
Here in Midgard, we answer the big questions of how much is a human life worth in gold pieces.
Tendie's gonna grab an envelope, and Tendie is gonna put 10 gold in it, and then run inside and drop it in front of Ileana.
She gets ready, as you come inside, she goes, now don't tell me to go, I just threw away the...
No, Tendie is sorry. Tendie found Sergeant and thinks maybe Ileana and Sergeant can get coffee on Tendie's dime. Bye!
Aww.
Oh. And like you hear the door, like, she goes, thanks, as the door closes.
Tendie fix problem. Do
Oh my
not
god,
worry,
you know
Hosh.
what I just remembered? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Ileana asked us for a special chair for her tail. Did we ever do that?
Didn't she ask for a tail?
She definitely asked for, I think it was like a pillow, right? For her chair?
She asked for us to find her a chair for her tail. A special chair so that her tail doesn't get squished.
We could spend the rest of the day resolving that issue.
You know what? I kind of would be okay with that. Listen, any preparing we do, we're not good at it. We might as well just go in guns blazing.
Meanwhile,
I really can't think of anything that we'd need to do. Hosh isn't really giving us like any sort of answers, like, and I don't mean that like in a rude way. I mean like he really doesn't seem like he. Every time I try to say something, it comes out rude. He doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
I feel like as a group, we are the kind of group that needs a lot of not so gentle nudging. We don't understand when a girl likes us, if she actually likes us or if she's just pretending. And so since Hosh isn't really giving us anything, we might as well just go fuck ourselves and just go find a chair.
Do I have to fuck myself or can I have a partner?
Ew. Tendie did not say this word.
Alright, real talk. I have no fucking idea what we need to do to prepare for this. So, if none of us have any ideas and we just want to go for it, do we all just want to like speed up to the next night?
I have a suggestion that I've
Yes.
said before, and maybe it didn't get heard.
No, I'm sorry. Is somebody talking?
Tendie is listening.
I'm totally kidding.
We could have also done this last night. Just because we make the portal to the Shadow Realm doesn't mean we have to go through it. If you want, we can try it tonight, make sure that it works, and then, if we are confident in it, then tomorrow we'll probably go just as well. What if we didn't practice at all what we intend to do? I practice in the courtyard every morning, and then comes the big day, and it all comes down to one terrible chance of fate, aka a 20-sided die or something.
Okay, but I have a question.
I actually really love that idea. I'm sorry that I didn't hear that before. Sorry, go ahead, Poppy.
Do we need a different betrayal for every time we open it, or can we use the same one? Because
That
I
I
know
don't know.
that a lot of these people seem very broken, but I feel like we only have so many betrayals to go around.
Let's plan for 2, try for 1.
What's this about betrayals?
We need a betrayal.
Yes, to
memory.
open gate.
To
For the
open the gate.
ritual.
Wait, what?
We
This
have
is
to have
Angie
a betrayal.
now.
Hi, Angie. It's me, Katie, not Tendie.
Okay, thank you. I'm
Prudence,
so fucking lost right now.
Prudence volunteered a memory of a betrayal.
I thought that was for the ghost lady.
Nope, that was to open up the gate.
You guys didn't talk to the dragged lady, by the way.
I think she thought that was to
Yeah.
in order to talk to the lady, we have to.
It has been a couple of sessions. Let me repeat the ritual that you have uncovered from
Thank you, dear.
Knuckletooth. It is called Tread the Niflheim Road. It is a 4th level ritual conjuration spell. It takes an hour to cast. It is a 1-minute duration. You can use this spell to open the entrance to a portion of the Niflheim Road, known more commonly to non-Fae, that's you losers, as the Shadow Road. The spell...
I'm afraid, though.
You're only half a loser, then. The spell permits travel to designated locations within the Shadow Realm. The starting point in the mortal realm must be the site of a murder, a suicide, or other significant tragedy, aka Bridge in the Docks. If you are in the Shadow Realm at the end point of a Shadow Road when you cast the spell, it opens a portal to the corresponding location in Midgard. When you are in a suitable location, you spin a lantern and lift it in and out of a bag of sackcloth, creating alternating light and shadow. At the end of the casting time, you must make a Intelligence Arcana check. On a successful check, a shadow portal opens for 1 minute. If you fail, you take potentially damage and gain a level of shadow corruption. And you have further disadvantage on any further Arcana checks to cast the spell successfully until you finish a long rest. That's why Hosh suggested can't do it tonight. If we, maybe we can do it tonight and tomorrow. Well,
So Prudence needs to give up 2 memories?
I think the memories were part of the sweet bun thing. I think we found out the ritual was just the
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about memories in there.
yeah. I think
Well,
the memories were.
I haven't. I don't think I haven't finished reading the other 2 paragraphs. So
I'm very sorry.
Apologies.
It might be in there, but we'll see. The destination of the road is always set when the portal opens, meaning that small variations of the spell exist that connect different starting points and destinations. You can spontaneously change the destination during the casting under certain circumstances. Those with Fey blood can change the destination by making an Arcana check with disadvantage. They must have visited the new location before, not merely heard of it. Nope, does not seem to be anything with that. The the ritual of memories lost, which is the bleeding upon a pastry, does require a sacrifice of memory.
I think you started reading that one and then realized you were wrong, and then we didn't have to bleed on pastries or send betrayals.
You can bleed on pastries all you want. I just don't know if it's going to work. But yeah, no, the ritual just requires basically a proper location, spinning of a lantern, bringing it in and out of a bag of sackcloth that creates light and shadow. It's the way Hosh kind of it would help interpret it in maybe in a side conversation on a street somewhere is that we have to do this right at sunset because it is the transition of light to dark. And then the lantern lifting it in and out of a sackcloth while spinning makes even more so like a transition of light and shadow within the larger transition of light and shadow to go from the light, which is Midgard, to the Shadow Realm.
Tendie has this question.
The Shadow Realm is on murder. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's not. What is your question?
If Tendie opens Shadow Road tonight
Mhm.
and tomorrow, Tendie can go through to Feywild. Can something from Feywild come through to Midgard?
Good question.
They would have to, I believe, perform a similar ritual. So only those who traverse it.
So they would have to be on the road, and it happened to be passing by it.
And meaning to cast the ritual from the other side at this particular point in junction, yes. Remember, if you're in the Shadow Realm, at the end point of a Shadow Road, you can then open it to a corresponding location.
Prudence sort of nods as they're all talking and walking and doing whatever they're doing. But she looks down to Tendie. Tendie, I would say that this is sort of up to you. If you feel as if you want to practice, then I will be right there with you. If you feel as though it will drain you and you just want to do it the one time, that is also okay.
Tendie, Prudence, Tendie must tell secret.
Oh, alright. Should we... And she, like, looks over at the
Yeah.
tree line.
Tendie immediately just walks away somewhere else away from everybody else.
She nods to the group and bows and follows Tendie.
Tendie is nervous.
Oh, my dear sweet child. Don't
Tendie
be
does not
nervous.
want friends to be lost, and if Tendie does spell wrong or ends too fast, spell will go badly. So Tendie wants to practice, but Tendie is nervous.
Prudence kneels down, and she gathers Tendie up in her arms and squeezes them very, very tightly.
Ooh.
And in a very teasing tone, she says, "Don't worry. You won't mess up. The only person that will mess up is Hush." And then she gives her actually a little kiss on her ear.
Oh, the ear does like the cat flick of no, but Tendie seems pretty okay with it.
She puts her hand on Tendie's head, and she looks her right in her eyes and says, "I believe in you. You are one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. Believe in yourself and give it a shot."
Tendie is very intelligent.
So
Okay,
intelligent.
okay, Tendie will try.
I'll be right there with you. You can do it.
They will go back.
And that's why I'll never make tofu again. Oh, hi!
No,
Leos
Tell.
looks,
Oh, you didn't get enough moisture out of it, Poppy. You have to squeeze it
No.
harder.
Leos looks very upset.
I think I did it all correct, and that it just didn't taste good.
It depends on what instructions you find. Some people say they've done it one way for years. Everyone's taste buds are different.
Should we go practice this ritual?
Leopston is like, if I hear one more thing about fake meat, absolutely not. In
Why
this
would
house,
you-
we fucking hunt. Why would you waste your time?
Why would you have fake meat when you have perfectly fine normal meat?
Tendie would like to practice.
Good.
Leostin, as they go walking, Prudence sort of hangs behind, and then she runs at Leostin and tries to jump on his back.
An ambush. Ah.
Ooh, ambush!
Tendie runs and tries to jump on Leopston's front.
Leos looks very confused, but allows both things to happen. Like with one arm behind, like under Prudence's butt, and the other arm under Teddy's butt.
Our attack has been successful, Tendie.
Is that what you walked away to talk about?
Tendie needed to have more speed, so Tendie had to go further. Tendie does not jump as good as Prudence.
But I'm slower than you are if you wanted to go faster.
It was successful, was it not?
Tendie like pins their ears back and looks at Leofston like, fucking excuse me?
And they go, Leofston did not win this fight.
They're right. You are the loser. And she gives him a little smooch on the cheek.
He grumbles, but happily carries them on.
Sin,
Yes.
can I hold your hand?
I'll hold your hand.
Out on a
I
tree.
have 2 hands.
Yes, I
And he can't
suppose
reach it from up here.
Okay.
Sin moves his gallon jugs to the opposite side of his backpack to make room for a little fairy.
Okay.
What time of day is it currently?
It's almost noon. So the sun is getting, you guys met around between 8 and 9, so I'd say it's probably been about an hour.
Puppy, I have one stop to make if you don't mind.
Where you gonna go? I can go with you.
I just wanted to check maybe a magic item shop. I saw the other day looked like he had a pretty good stock.
Okay,
So
yeah.
just feel like we should be, I guess, armed to the teeth. Don't know what we're gonna
Okay.
find, you know.
Yeah, we can go there first. We could probably meet up with the others if you want to just go real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So what were you in the market for? What are you going to a magic item shop for?
Ben is looking for something that is going to enhance his skills as a fighter. He has his amulet, so he feels pretty well taken care of as far as defense. He's looking for something that's going to make him a bit more of a powerful combatant on the battlefield.
Okay. All right. So there's definitely I guess what district are you wanting to go to for magic items? There's probably a variation of a store in every district, just because competition and all that kind of stuff. But where do you want to start?
He actually, this particular magic shop he saw was in a cheaper district, either I guess Lower Zobeck or was it?
Lower Zobeck is definitely. It's no kobold ghetto, but it is definitely probably the lower income,
It was
larger tenement building side of Zobeck.
right. It was kind of on the outskirts of the market district. It was definitely in Lower Zobeck that he saw it.
Perfect. Okay. Then yeah, so you go and meet with, you go to the place where you believe that this is to be what you were looking for. The particular magic store. Oh boy. Let's see. Just don't have them off the top of the head. We'll just call it the Rune.
That's it. It's the rune.
No room.
Yeah, I meant to come back, but forgot. I was too busy trying to get over to tavern.
Okay.
Stan will go ahead and go inside.
Okay. Inside is a man who you were pretty convinced probably used a large mixing bowl as a line to which cut his hair, as he is rocking quite a bowl cut. Some of the bangs themselves are kind of getting really close to. He's probably in need of another one. But he looks up and he goes, "Oh, hello, welcome to the Rune. What can I do for you?"
I'm looking for something magical that I can take on a trip.
Well, you come to the right spot. I need my glasses.
I see him. They're just
Oh.
just there.
Oh my, I don't know if I've seen anyone quite like you before.
You look so cute in glasses.
What,
Um,
if you don't mind me asking, what are you?
well, I've,
He's my best friend. Anyway, let's move on from this because that's not
well,
appropriate.
Oh, I wasn't
it,
trying to be racist. I was just never seen a fella like him before. You're right, you're right, you're right. Yeah. What can I do for you? Were you looking for a magical item? Yes?
yes, I need something that's going to make me a bit more capable fighter.
Well, have you considered maybe a weaponsmith? They're
Well,
quite able
I,
of.
I have I have this I have plenty of weapons. I've got this big axe strapped to my back,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got all these smaller axes. I don't really have a problem with those. They do the job pretty good, but I was hoping that maybe something would um, enhance my capabilities.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the circumstance. Enhancing your capabilities for could be any number of things. Um, or one who couldn't see in the dark could be able to see in the dark if they had goggles of night vision. Or if perhaps maybe there was, those who are capable, who are able to, use martial arts and they're a monk. Then there's things called dragonhide belts. I've seen one of those in my time at a convention. I've not been able to afford one of those, but I just I'm having, unless you know specifically what you want. I don't know. I can show you what we've got, but if you came here because someone said we had something, then perhaps maybe spit it out. I'll see what we've got.
It was there was a gentleman who he he
Come
he
on,
does
come
the
on, lad.
news. I'm sorry. He he has the newspaper, and he told me that you had an interesting tattoo.
Are you talking about on my person or his magical item?
He said it was magical, but he couldn't afford it. But he said that uh, if I was looking for a way to enhance my abilities, that he said this tattoo would take care of that for me. He called it some kind of claw tattoo.
Oh yes, the claw tattoo. Well, I'm sorry about that, mate. Someone came by and, well, I mean, they came by bright and early this morning and purchased it. You might see if they may haven't used it yet. If you're looking for it. It's some bloke who's going in for a collegiate district, worked for, I think it was, the scribes, the something, the victorious scribes, the vicious scribes. I'm not sure, but it was in the collegium district. I just bought it like about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, what does he look like?
Oh, he's a blonde-headed man. Got about hair, about to his tops of his ears. Ah, he got like the, tassels hanging from shoulder epaulets. Fancy lad. It looked more northern than most, but without the thickness of him.
Okay,
Spoke with something about he said north of here. I can't quite pinpoint where.
okay. I guess that's helpful. So I'll go over to the Collegium.
Well, hopefully you find the lad. Again, something with scribes. I'm not sure. It was Vice. No. banter black screen. Oh no, that's not. That's just really black. It's something. V. It's a V word. I just don't know what it is. But you better get a move on. If those type of things, he purchased it here for. And if he isn't going right away to use it, you might be able to buy it off of him. Maybe make it worth his
Okay.
while.
How much did he buy it for?
Oh,
That might help me come up with a good idea.
I understand. I can't tell you exactly, because as far as I don't want, we're doing all right for ourselves in this neighborhood for a magic shop, and each item I sell impacts me family feeding them, but
Hey. Okay. I know that you don't want to tell us, but I promise that nothing will happen if you tell us. Like, you can tell us and it'll all be fine, okay?
all right.
It's
Can I
okay,
roll like
Poppy.
a persuasion or something?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Great, excellent use of a skill. Ooh,
24.
that was almost a 4.
Yeah, I know. It stood on there for a long time.
Okay, because all right. Yeah, he bought it for 750.
750.
Okay,
Okay.
that gives
Thank
me a
you
good
so much.
place to
Sure.
negotiate from, I guess. So,
Don't,
all right, I'll be.
don't let him know. I told you
Oh,
that.
you won't know. That's fine.
Perfect.
I won't tell. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. If you know anybody who's looking for magic items, we don't have much, but we did have that. I'm sorry you didn't come here sooner. But send your friends if they want to purchase from someone like me.
Okay. If you put a little chain or a rope around your glasses, you have them on you. You'll be able to keep them around your neck, and you won't lose it.
That is such a brilliant idea.
Sen, you're so smart.
I will. I'll get. Oh, he grabs the glass. I'll get on that. Let's just figure out how to. I have a jeweler friend. I think. Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'll be seeing you.
With my glasses, I'll be seeing you.
Right, Sin goes ahead and takes it out.
All right. How fast you heading there?
We're going as fast as I can drag this little ferry behind me.
Meanwhile, just an aside, Tendie and Leofston and Prudence are procuring things for a picnic.
Perfect. All right. So it is a mad dash to the Collegium District, and sure enough, you go around. What kind of questions are you asking to find this place and maybe a guy that fits that description?
He's asking. He's giving the details as far as looks are concerned, and he has his hand up a certain height as he's describing this person, saying that he said he had just left from the lower, so he may have just made it back.
Okay. Some people go. Yeah, I think I've seen someone like that, but not this morning. Any other things that you possibly may ask? Poppy, you can help too.
He starts
I-
to go ahead.
I was not paying attention for a few minutes.
Oh.
I was very much so
Sin,
spacing out.
Sin, roll me an intelligence check real quick.
Okay. $19.
Okay. You remember other thing besides his physical description that you recall, the man, the shop owner, calling out was something to do with that he was going to a place called V something Scribes.
Okay. He was going to V. It started with a V.
V.
And
Vigilant Scribes. You are directed to Vigilant Scribes.
So then we'll thank the man and head over there.
Okay. Vigilant Scribes is a rather large building. If you recall, the Arcane Square, which you had taken Leofston to fix his I can't talk magic situation for cursing, which I guess I'm going to assume at this point any cursing has been done out of character.
Yes, absolutely.
Stares at Katie.
Because it'll be real hard to cast a ritual that requires speaking components, and Tendie doesn't curse. It's fine.
Tendie doesn't swear. Tendie's never sworn in Tendie's whole life.
Are you fucking kidding me? I have the audio of Tendie screaming Leofston, what the fuck?
Was this after the Fae? Or
It was 1,000 years ago.
I mean,
It was
Pepperidge Farms, and only Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Okay.
It was right before Leofston found out that he was a demigod, so it was
Yes.
way before all of
It
this
was-
happened.
Okay.
after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Don't listen to Leofston. He lies.
Anyways, down the main street from the Arcane Square is this big building called the Vigilant Scribes, and you enter inside, and it is a hustlin' and a bustlin', full of various people at desks sprawled out for a good 50 to 100 feet in cubic or square feet in this building. Many of them are kind of heads down, peeking up. Some are standing and talking to one another. But there's somebody at the front that goes, "Welcome to Vigilant Scribes. How can I help you, dear?"
I'm looking for somebody. Maybe you might say him.
You describe the man.
I described the man.
Oh yes, it's Winston. He just came in from his morning walk. He's not upper executive management, but he's currently the shift leader. Is there a need to speak with him?
Yeah, can we talk to him,
Yes.
please?
It's fairly urgent because I'm about to leave. So
Certainly. If you want to take a seat in the first room on the right, that is our one of our many conference rooms. They're a little small, but surely enough for the two of you and Winston. I'll page him right down.
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
No, thank you. Are you gonna go to the conference room?
Yeah, we're already there.
Were you just
We
waiting for
it
me?
was like
Were you just
it was
waiting for
kinda
me
like
to
a
page him?
silent-
Because you don't believe maybe I
No.
paged him?
no, we were already in the room. Actually, we're yelling.
I didn't see it, nor did I hear it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was kind of like an Irish goodbye. We didn't say anything.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Okay. Minutes later, more silence passes, and then Winston comes in. Again, true to his name, short blonde hair, nice greenish blue eyes, and epaulets that have little golden tassels, kind of a purpley gold royal crown looking sort of chap, human. And he sits down and he goes, how can I help you? Are you adventurers?
Yes. We work with the guild,
Which one?
Adventurers Guild,
Oh, okay.
and we're about to go on kind of a dangerous journey. And I was talking to magic shop owner in Lower Zobeck, and I was looking for an item, and he said that you had just purchased this item. It was
I know what I purchased from the rune about 40 so minutes ago. Yes, you followed me here after finding this out?
Well, we didn't follow you necessarily. He had mentioned that you were from this area, and so I just simply asked him, and he said that since you had bought it, that you might if the price was right, maybe I could purchase it from you.
Oh, I see. Well, it wasn't purchased for myself. I'm not an adventurer, nor am I the recipient for this spell. I purchased it on behalf of someone, and they would be quite perturbed if I did not supply them with what they entrusted me to purchase for them. You said making it worth my while. Please do elaborate.
Well, I'm not sure what you paid for it, but I mean, I could give you a fair sum more than what you paid, and then maybe if you it's in some in a hurry, that is,
Yes.
and so I guess I'd like to know what would make that worth your while.
Oh, well,
I'm sure that something like this, I mean, it's not necessarily uncommon. It's so it might be easy to get another one.
Well, my dear friend, you do seem to have a charming voice I could listen to all day. Unfortunately, didn't get to the position that I am in simply by being the first person to make offers. So, you are in a hurry. You are on a time limit. So that expediency certainly has a cost to it as well. And it doesn't seem that anywhere else has the thing that I had purchased. So, how about you put forward an offer, and I will see if I can make a counter offer.
Hey, I was thinking, once again, I'm not sure what you paid, but I could offer you, can you do 900 gold?
I don't know if it's I'm not gonna waste your time. I couldn't do it for 900. I could see myself doing it for 1100 gold pieces. You are in a hurry, and not to mention, I did already purchase it for the person, and now I have to go through the trouble of telling them that I wasn't able to get what they wanted. And what if they wanted it more than you? What if they needed it more than you? I think 1,100 gold is fair.
Then takes a second to think about it.
Yes, that's true. I wouldn't want to offend. You certainly have a point. So I could let go of 1,100 gold if that would take care of you.
It certainly would take care of me. I appreciate it greatly. I will go fetch the item and meet you back here to hand it over.
Can I tell if this guy's trying to screw him over?
Give me an insight check.
I wanted to talk and try to barter, but I'm really not good with that in real life, so I didn't think that I could help in any
You
way.
did such a good job persuading the shopkeep.
Yeah, but that was because it wasn't trying to get money to go lower.
Haggling? Haggling is
Yeah,
nothing but
haggling.
persuasion, baby.
Yeah, but I would need to know how to do that in real life.
Yep, Sin's too sweet for it, so you gotta do it.
Yeah, I know.
Would
The
you
thing
let
is,
her just say, I try to haggle it lower and then roll?
Sure.
yeah, there's also the fact that both Sin and Poppy are just huge people pleasers, and we went together.
Yep.
Mistakes
Yeah,
were made.
again, I was explaining this kind of in a way earlier, and it's good just to mention to everyone. Kelly, you're good at
Sir.
you're good at athletics, right? Your character, right?
Well, okay,
Yes.
I get the thing that you're
Right.
doing
yeah,
right now, but
if
that's
you want to
you
do
don't have to do.
Yeah.
I know,
If-
but I feel weird being like, I would like to barter, not barter.
yeah, it's like
Is it barter?
yeah,
Haggle.
haggle.
I would like to haggle, but then like that's role playing, so I just feel it feels like I'm not doing it correctly, and that you'd be like, oh well, how do you haggle? And I'm like, Good.
Well,
I say words
no,
out my mouth.
it'd be like,
Well.
hey, I think we might like. Poppy thinks we might be, like we might be overcharged because like inside, I can tell you right now, you do feel like he's,
Oh, he paid 750 for it, and
right.
he's trying to get
Mhm.
way more.
Yeah, you know what he paid, but also to consider the fact that he did go there fair and square. It's not like he bought it out from but whatever. But yeah, you can certainly haggle. And with that you can make a persuasion check. We'll say that before he committed to what Sin was saying, you managed to chime in and make a mention.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Ooh, okay.
18.
Okay. You can understand that as far as haggling works, the initial amount that was offered, there's certainly a middle ground between 900 and 1100, and that would be 1000. It seems that the number that was originally offered was too low. Maybe you both think that number is too high. It doesn't sound like that to Sin, but you start to have doubts. So that maybe the best would be a compromise, right down the middle, and making it be the 1000.
Thank you.
1,000.
I'm sorry, what was that?
1,000.
1000 gold?
Yeah.
Oh, for the counter offer. Okay. You sure you want to be doing this adventuring? I heard it's rather risky. You have a pretty good knack of finding good deals and haggling your way through things.
Yeah. Well, I have more to me too. So.
It was a compliment, but nonetheless, I will go grab the item. If you do in fact have 1000 gold, then we can certainly do this exchange. I'd prefer we do it outside of where I work. Not that it's shady, but I already took my lunch break, and I would prefer not to do it on company grounds.
Fine, wherever's comfortable for you.
Outside is perfectly fine.
Okay. Outside in the back alleyway?
No, outside it's.
I was just joking.
No, outside at the quick trip, obviously.
Yes, we'd walk a little further. There's this alleyway I know. That's
You know, the safe place. It says it
Police
on the
station.
sign.
It's
yeah.
Craigslist.
Yep. Where it's constantly busy and everyone watches, so in case you do something crazy, then there'll be witnesses. But yeah, sure enough, you go. Do you have 1000 gold on you?
Yep.
Ooh. He goes, oh, why would you be carrying so much around? I've heard that there's pickpockets here in Zobeck, so you might want to tighten up those belts and those pouches.
Sin looks as though he hadn't thought of that.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, if you don't spend time in the city, then you have really nothing to worry about. But sure enough, here is the item as promised, and he hands over a small, even smaller than a nail file, a needle. There you go, sir. Toodles.
Hey.
And by the way, small one. If you do want to work on your art of the deal, come by the Vigilant Scribe. We could certainly have good use for you in making our contracts.
Will do. Later on, maybe.
All right. Deuces, losers.
I think
He's like, oh my god, I love your skirt. That is the most hideous skirt I've ever.
Do you think it would be a little too on the nose for me, a Faye, to go make deals?
I forgot to ask him how it works.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe we can go back to the magic shop guy later, or
I don't really
I
have the
can-
time for that. I
Wait,
think
is it something that you attune to? Because if you just sit with it long enough, then you'll probably know how it works, right?
maybe maybe that's something I
Maybe
could
you
do.
just poke yourself with it.
Oh,
We could try.
I'll just carry it for now, I guess. And when we have some time, I'll take a better look at it, I guess.
Okay. Let's go join up with the rest of them.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Mhm.
You helped out a lot, so
I'm happy to help you.
Very good.
Jordan, when we're in the market, are we able to find raspberry jam, brie cheese, crackers, tart green apples,
Yes.
turkey,
All of those things.
jerked boar, salted fish? Okay, we get all that stuff.
Yep.
We're gonna have a picnic.
Okay.
Where did Hush go?
I thought you were watching.
Yeah, is he like here?
told
We
the
just
guy-
kind of like jumped on Leofston like a fucking bus and then left.
Yeah, well,
He's
look,
And then they left.
Your
you
dad
guys were
bus.
gonna go get food, and he was like, "I'll go get the milk," and then he's gone now. That's
I'll get the milk and cigarettes.
Yes, yes.
Good riddance.
No, he realized you guys were about to go on a picnic, and he wanted none of that. So
Cool. Great.
Bitch.
Love that.
nobody consulted him.
He didn't.
Not that they need to.
Where is he?
He's literally your guide, and you don't need this guide until tomorrow. So
we need him.
I just wanted to say that we went on a picnic until it was time for Tendie to practice. We don't need to RP the picnic. I want to go to the Shadow Road really bad. I'm sorry if I'm rushing everybody.
No.
No, not at all. You're
So-
being a good pace setter.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Is Tendie ready to practice?
Sure.
Yeah.
okay. So it becomes evening in Zobeck. There's not really as many crickets as you would think because the cold.
Are you sure?
Good. That's plenty.
So many crickets out here.
I hate it when you can't find them.
No. I know we had a. And there's a duck? Is there ponds around here?
Oh, it's so weird. I didn't think I was here yet.
There's definitely a duck at the dogs. Doc Doug. His name's Doug.
Duck.
All right. So in order for you to be able to cast this ritual, before you even get to the Arcana check it's going to take to do it, you need to be able to pass the check to cast this ritual. You have the material components: a lantern on a chain and a sackcloth bag. And casting this ritual doesn't, and it's not like a scroll, it is a spell. If you were to fail, it's not like this goes away. So, and a ritual itself doesn't use a spell slot, so
I have a question.
yes.
So I have enhance ability. One of the things I can do is enhance ability, advantage check, intelligence. Does that say whatever I'm about to cast is an intelligence-based thing? Does enhance ability work towards upping, like if it's Arcana or whatever? Does that make sense? I don't know.
Well, in order to know what a spell does, best we look at it.
Yeah, it's intelligence-based. Arcana is. So would an advantage check for intelligence increase? Would that also give me advantage on something that is based on intelligence like Arcana? Or is it only intelligence checks, period?
Intelligence checks include Arcana checks.
Okay.
The thing we have to look at is enhance ability requires concentration.
So I can't, like...
I'm also looking at ritual casting in terms of 5th edition. Because if I recall correctly, bards. You can cast any bard spell you know as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag. So you don't technically know this spell, but well, I'm gonna just make it easy and give it to you.
Does anybody else have some kind of enhancement thing?
I have guidance.
Ooh, what's guidance?
It's a cantrip. Let me pull it up real quick. Guidance. You touch one willing creature before the spell ends, which is up to 1 minute. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the ability check. Then the spell ends.
I like that. Could we do that?
If the DM allows, I will do it.
He might be reading.
Quick reading.
Sure.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm still levitating.
I was about to say, I noticed I have a Q point spent. Have we not had a long rest since the bathhouse?
We slept.
We have.
Where's the long rest button?
It's only available to me. I went ahead and fixed it.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Posh is listed as faction neutral and not faction friend.
I like faction stinky if you
You
ask
just
me.
now noticed that?
We're still building
I
rep.
haven't had the combat tracker open because I haven't fought with anybody recently.
Yeah, if you look back,
Maya's this close to going, and whose fault is that?
I don't want to be levitating anymore.
Okay, well then take it off.
I can't. You put it on.
Jordan, your camera froze and also
Weird. Oh, things are about to shut down. Yep. Yeah, see when I have to do everything, it obviously overloads the system and shuts it down. So
Fair.
yeah.
super fair.
Yeah.
Can I cast Best Friendship on Tendie and Guidance her?
Well, you'll be taking away from Poppy's guidance, so the friendship isn't actually there. So it actually results in a negative.
Oh no,
No.
friendship isn't magic.
No.
My little pony told me wrong.
No.
But I watched it for so many years.
How could this
Damn you,
be?
Twilight Sparkle.
What if I use my fireworks wand to hype Tendie up?
I don't know. You can do that. I'm not sure
There's
what
gonna be a giant distraction.
I think we should just do it.
I'm not sure what we're getting. What else we're waiting on or getting at? Because I'm trying
We
to
need
do.
guidance.
Okay. Yeah, I said that's fine.
No, I mean I'm just waiting for it to go on the combat tracker for me.
oh,
Because I think it needs to. I don't know how it works.
had I known, I would.
Otherwise, I think I can just add a +4 to whatever I roll, which is also fine.
No, it'd be a D.
No,
It's a D4.
Yeah, you just add the d4 to it. I don't add it to your sheet. or
Okay,
anything.
fair. Okay.
Let's see.
I think it's Arcana? I don't know what it is. You didn't say.
So when you're casting a scroll of a higher level, that's what I was originally trying to look up, and then we got I had to remove levitate. I had to answer the guidance question. I had
Can't stop staring at 3 Prudence. She's so cute.
Thank you.
It does make me laugh that she does not smile ever.
I was trying to mess with the emotions earlier, and I think I messed them up, but honestly, this is probably best for her, because she does look stoic, like, literally all the time.
Your spellcasting ability modifier, Tendie, is a charisma. Is this
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
Good. I will need you to make a charisma save.
You got this, babe.
This is not an ability check, which I think guidance does. This would instead be just the save.
I wish I had inspiration.
Hey, Teddy
Only
has
I-
my inspiration.
If only I had gotten inspiration from doing the recap earlier. When I did the part of the recap earlier.
And we are 2 hours into it. Now's not the time to ask for it. Tonight does not seem to work. You aren't able to even cast a spell, so you don't take shadow corruption. You don't take damage. You just are not able to cast a spell.
Tendie is very disheartened.
Oh, sweet girl. Prudence puts her hand on their shoulder. It's all right. It was your first time. We can try again tomorrow.
Yes, that is exactly why we should practice beforehand.
Prudence is rolling her eyes, but her back is turned to Hosh, so you can't see it. She squeezes Tendie's shoulder.
Well, I suppose you all have outfits to pick up. I have to get. I am actually going to make a decision to sleep tonight. So I shall. Where would you like me to be when we make this endeavor tomorrow?
Are you going to meet up with us in the evening or beforehand?
I suppose I am at your beck and call.
I know what I would prefer, but
As
I
a group,
suppose you have
yes, yeah, I was
the
about to
others.
elaborate. As a group, not as an individual.
Do you
Tendie does
have
not
any?
take part in this.
Do you have
Oh,
anything
Tendie.
that you need to do before we
I,
leave?
I don't have anything to do, so I think we'll just not waste his time. Just tell him that give me up with us in the maybe the early afternoon.
I think
Maybe
it has to be sunset, right?
Yeah, right. As the shadow and light become one.
okay. So maybe late afternoon would be better.
Well, you wouldn't be wasting my time. It will just let me know when it's most convenient for you all to have my presence known and here before we make the actual voyage. That will allow me some time. If it's in the early afternoon or mid-afternoon, that is perfectly fine. I have many things I can be able to get done in the morning before leaving.
Prudence
Meet
is.
us,
Oh, go ahead.
meet us in the afternoon. Give yourself some time to prepare.
Sure. Where would you like me to meet you?
Yeah.
The docks?
This spot would be perfect.
In the afternoon?
Yes, we won't need him until then.
I shall meet you here at the docks at noon tomorrow.
So we can go a little bit later. Well, we probably have some preparations to do together. We don't need to do that early.
I think noon would probably be the best. If everybody agrees.
Well, that would be a little too early, wouldn't it?
It would be approximately about 6 to 8 hours too early. But again, you don't. If you want me, if you.
Prudence takes the helm, and she looks at Hosh, and in a very stern tone, she says, "You will meet us here in the evening right before we need to do the ritual. We do not need you before then."
Very well. If that is what everyone wishes, then I shall meet you before dusk.
Prudence turns all of her attention to Tendie now. And from her satchel, she pulls out her fireworks wand, and she puts it in Tendie's hands. Why didn't you point it out over the pond?
Sorry, another piece fell off, and now I'm getting nervous.
It's okay. Take your time.
Tendie won't say anything, but they will point it.
All right, now you need to say the magic word.
What is the magic word?
Oh, she's stinky.
This is a mean magic word.
She laughs. All right, make up your own. What about?
The magic word is Tendie is really powerful.
Yeah, so I can do it.
Okay, I got it. They put one foot back, like they're bracing really hard. And have you ever seen someone like throw a frisbee and they pull it towards themselves first and like twist?
Yeah.
And then they twist away from themselves and they use that as like part of the projectile energy.
Yeah.
Teddy points the wand back at themselves and then shoots their wrist out and they're still holding it. But they say,
Tendie time!
does it work?
Yeah, you don't. It's like a little trinket. As soon as she says Tendie time, giant sparks burst forth from the end of the wand and scatter over the pond in beautiful blues and reds and greens. Look, you did it, Tendie.
Think of prestidigitation!
It was quite beautiful. Don't worry, tomorrow you will do great. I believe in you.
They do look a little bit more pleased and they give Prudence a big smile and say,
Thank you, Prudence.
Of course. Why don't
will-
we... Oh, go ahead, Poppy.
I will also make sure that I have the right spell to help you out. Okay? Okay.
Yes, we're all here for you. We're all in this together.
Austin ruffles Tendie's ears.
Teddy first.
We're all in this together.
Can we go get our sexy clothes? I want to see the Austin's chest hair.
Yeah, let's go ahead before. I know it's a little bit late. Let's go ahead and wrap up real quick. With
It's still 20 minutes.
is there anything? So you have your clothes that you're getting tomorrow. Is there anything that? Is there anything else that you guys are getting?
The potions of comprehend language.
Yes,
I want
those are already bought and paid
Poppy.
for, so you'll have them. Yes.
Yeah, we just have to pick them up.
I want Poppy to buy a magic item, but I'm not sure what yet, so I'll send it to you later.
Okay, cannot stress enough. We definitely want to get that later, so we can get that out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, Tendie's gift as well.
That's coming in the mail, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Or I guess
We should probably. I mean, you'll have it by tomorrow, right? So we could probably go ahead and unveil that today.
I have already sent it to Tendie.
Okay.
Sweats, it goes back through DMs.
You'll have to resend it to me so I can add it to their sheet.
Okay.
But yes.
We'll get to that RP eventually, but that is the culmination.
Eventually, yes.
Oh yeah,
As-
the loot.
Yeah, as well as the staff that he wanted to get for Prudence.
A staff?
I sent it to you! Guys, read your email!
You did?
Yeah!
I skimmed it.
Email, you old bastard.
Shut up.
It's
the Sting one. The Sting stuff.
I don't think you sent me that.
Oh my god, I did, because you sent me the Sting gift.
Well,
I don't recall.
Your
Oh my
Prudence,
fucking god.
your Prudence face as you were like, I do not recall, was very good.
Oh my god, this thing can. Oh, it can do invisibility. It can do flying.
Can
I
you
can just
send me
string
the
this
thing again?
fucking loot and fly.
So mad at all of you right now.
I'm sorry. Maybe
No,
I
if you
didn't
sent-
realize you were sending it because you were giving it to her.
It literally says this is the staff that Lee Austin's giving Prudence, and you sent
You
me.
know,
Yes.
if you sent me a thing that said this is for you, I would read it. But
Mom,
no.
Dad, please.
Okay, so yes, make sure that we get all of that done before you leave the mortal realm and go to the Shadow Fae, or the Shadow Realm, because I will say at that point, I will Yugi the shit out of these as Kaiba and send them all to the Shadow Realm elsewhere, and they will be loot you can gain later. Um, I need to have them put into the character sheets, otherwise they do not exist.
I thought that you were getting this for yourself, Kelly.
No,
I
I
didn't
said it's
realize. I didn't
in
realize
voice
you were
chat. I said,
getting.
sorry, go ahead.
I didn't realize you were getting. That's the thing you're getting last, and that's so cool.
Tendie.
That's a broad staff, by the way, or a core staff for.
Tendie.
I was wondering
She's
why you're
writing
getting a
something down.
staff.
Okay.
Lost. I'm so fucking dumb.
I'm giving Angie time to gush also. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to write out my items so I don't forget.
You're good. Tendie,
Yes, I'm going on voice activity.
you are. Where do you go to sleep? Drinks cupboard? Your dad's house?
I think Tendie goes to Dad's house.
Perfect. As you go home for the evening, probably assuming it's maybe a little bit longer with the group, you guys can celebrate, have fun, do all the things that a good group does. But when you get there, you find that your dad is still up in the main living room.
Hello, Dad.
You see that it is not only your dad, but another a
Mhm.
long-legged figure you can't quite see in the chair that is also facing the fire.
How long are we talking? I'm
Uh,
sorry. Go ahead.
and you hear your dad looks up and goes, "Oh, Elizabeth, I'm so glad that you're here. I was just talking with this wonderful gentleman who says that he knows you. You know a Hosh?" And Hosh kind of peers around and goes, "Glad you made it here."
Dare you make me attracted to Hush?
He just didn't walk in and he just slipped in there, no knowing what he's doing. Just went, um,
Tendie's ears kind of like go back for a second because they're surprised by this, but they kind of peek into the room and go,
Oh, hello, Hush.
Um, Hello, Tendie. This, by the way, is some remarkable tea. I normally shouldn't drink it so late at night, but um, I am going to make sure I get a good rest to ensure that we uh, have a good time tomorrow. Uh, and then your dad goes, "Uh, This gentleman, Hush, he says that he is going with you to perhaps maybe a far off place this time around?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, um, he, well, sir, maybe you should go ahead and speak to Elizabeth about what you were telling me. And he looks over and goes,
Tendie immediately is quietly mortified
Oh,
that Dad called them Elizabeth in front of us. But they don't say
that's
anything,
my
but they do
boyfriend.
absolutely. Their pupils get really small and their eyes get really big and their ears go back and then they're back to normal. But like they are cats don't blush. Tendie blushes because they don't have fur. They are quite red right now.
Okay.
They're very embarrassed.
Oh, sweet girl.
Yeah, Tendi, maybe it'd be best if you come forward. It's so awkward speaking across a hall.
Tendie does that.
Um, I know that this there is quite a bit of back and forth and tensions. And I understand that I am a rather new person, but you seem to have been the most accepting of my, albeit sort of forced addition to your group.
Mm-hmm.
And the time that we have spent getting to know one another, it I was telling your father that it is you are a remarkably intelligent person. I think when it comes to everything but confidence of yourself. And I wanted to offer this bit of suggestion, perhaps maybe outside of the group. as I'm sure they are more supportive than even I could be. But from other bards that I have known throughout my time, they have been known to, with their performances and such, that they are able to inspire their friends. But many great bards out there are capable just the same of inspiring themselves. Perhaps if you are nervous of what is asked of you for tomorrow evening, that perhaps maybe you could liven yourself up with a bit of inspiration, hype yourself up. If you need us to do that, I'm sure we can. Basically, he's saying you could use bardic inspiration on yourself.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Wait, can I really?
Yes, you always could be able to.
This changes everything.
The face I am making right now.
It's fine. I'm just
You'll
doing
be
it.
able to do
I'm
it.
just doing it in character, just so I could be able to be like, hey, maybe I'll help you out this way.
Meanwhile,
I
I do
love
not
that this is a
trust.
scene.
I do not trust that Hosh knows where Tendie lives. Why is he there?
Why is he having tea with Tendie's dad?
Oh.
Tendie is quiet and they kind of tilt their head like they're thinking for a sec. And then they get all excited and they run over and they hug Hosh.
Oh, I,
Or like his leg, I guess. I don't know how tall this long legged fucker is.
His legs are so long. Why are they wasted on him?
Because otherwise they would be shouldered on him.
oh wait, hold on. We literally have this for this exact reason. Gosh darn it, where are you? Where are you? Thank you.
My issue with the soundboard is that I never have it up and therefore am way too slow.
Oh my god, we're so good.
Nice.
Oh
All right.
man.
So, yeah, no, you give Hash a hug. He goes, oh, you're welcome, I suppose.
And Tendie gives Dad a hug.
Oh, well, thank you, Tendie. Elizabeth, no, I'm sorry. I've been very busy,
Tendie makes a wrinkly face at Dad.
and I know,
2 times as wrinkly as normal.
I know that apologies are only worth their weight if they are, in fact, followed up with. So, uh, I will make sure that if you're staying this evening, I'll make you a really good breakfast. How about that?
Okay.
Prudence goes to Tendie's house.
Like middle of the night, Leofson just like
Leofson just wakes up alone. Prudence is not in her room. Leofson panics.
Okay. So we'll at least wrap that up. But is there what do we want to? I mean, we spent a whole day the day before the event. Do we want to spend another day of before we get to the event, or do we want to start the next session with the event?
We
The
should
event.
start with the event.
Yeah.
yes. I don't think we're gonna need to roleplay the giving of the gifts, but no, yeah, we should start at the event.
You can
I
always.
mean, those could be RP'd.
I mean, I want to RP seeing Lee Austin in his sexy new outfit.
Yeah, but like consider a voice RP sometime. I'm just saying.
Can we do voice RPs?
yeah.
I don't think anything is off the table. I don't know what made you think otherwise.
Okay, I'm ready to do a voice RP right now.
Okay, well, for the
Oh,
recording.
well, I have to go to bed, so maybe not Tendie's gift.
Yeah, for the recording and everything, we have to say good night, YouTube, and we'll come back later with some more Midgard.